Hello, and welcome to Beyond Common Business Secrets. I am your host, Tracey Watts Cirino, and on this podcast, we unlock all the secrets to achieving a beyond common business and life. And we do this by revealing all the behind the scenes secrets that no one else really shares or talks about. So, again, I'm your host, Tracey Watts Cirino, an award-winning podcast host, a five-time international best-selling author, and a certified business success coach. In today's episode, we are going to explore how to use your human design chart to save time in your business every week. So, we'll break down practical tips for each human design energy type. Stay tuned for actionable insights that can transform the way that you work. So, this episode is really all about time management. And so, it's like if you take your time management with your human design, we're going to give you practical tips for each energy type. So, it's like efficient business strategies with human design. So you get kind of like both, right? So it's so exciting. We've been getting a ton of people reaching out and asking for more when it comes to human design. And keep your questions coming. Keep sharing with us what you want to hear more of. We love hearing from you and knowing what's resonating and what's working. So let's dive in. Understanding human design and time management. It's like, okay, what's that? So, because I work with so many business owners, entrepreneurs, and female executives that are needing more time, they want more time and more money and a higher quality of life. It's the and life that we're always dealing with at Beyond Common. This is one of the ways behind the scenes that I really help strategize that for each individual one of my clients' energy types. So this is why it's so important that I'm like, let me just share like one of the main tools that we use nowadays. So human design is a system that combines the elements of astrology, the I Ching, Kabbalah, the Vedic philosophy to create a unique blueprint for your personality, your strengths, and purpose. Some of this is going to happen whether you're aware of it or not. It's like the backseat driver of this thing called life. And some of it you can influence, right? By understanding how to work with it and really playing out the best use of your energy type. So, by understanding your human design type, you can align your tasks and workflow with your natural energy state, helping you save time and work more effectively. So true for me. That's why people think I'm some type of I don't know, content. Like I can create massive amounts of content, but I really follow the way that my energy works. If I have this gut feeling that, hey, today's the day to make more content, I used to like, before I knew about human design, I would kind of fight through that and keep all the things that were on my calendar that day. But now, if I am feeling called a certain way, I trust my intuition. And every time I've reached out to a client to move something around, it's like they wanted it anyway. And it was a better for both of us. So it's so interesting. For years, I would have just forced myself to do stuff. And now knowing that about my energy, like if it's a day I'm supposed to just do content all day, I'll just have this feeling like, oh, maybe my client really needs to move this appointment because there's something personal going on. And I'll just call to check in that morning. They want it moved, and it'll be like clears the gates for me to then do what feels in alignment. So it's just an interesting thing. So, when it comes to aligning your task, your workflow with your natural energy, once you do this, I'm telling you, friend, this is going to help you save so much time and work more efficiently that you're actually happy to do what you've got to do. So the first energy tip we're going to cover is manifestors. So manifestors are initiators who thrive on starting projects. So I love to just be doing new stuff. And by the time something's complete, I'm so over it. Like I'm just sick of it. That's just how it's always been. So to save time as a manifester, you want to prioritize initiating tasks. So focus on tasks that require you to initiate action. Delegate or defer tasks that are more maintaining or responding. Like responding to people's emails is the worst job for me ever. But crafting and creating our beautiful email that goes out every week to the people on our list, I love that. Like I initiated something new, I birthed something beautiful, but I have to have other people respond to all that, or that's just icky messy for me, right? So that's the way to kind of look at this. Like delegate tasks that are about maintaining something. Like that is just so boring to me. And it always has been. So it's so funny. Like I will create this big, beautiful dinner. And then my husband is really good about making the in-between dinners, like the things that are boring during the week or whatever. I like to cook from a place of creation and beautiful things like that. So it's another way that you're initiating this birth of a new thing. Um, some other things to save time as a manifester is to be informing others. So make sure that your team, any stakeholders, that all those people know about your plans and what actions to avoid misunderstandings and delays. Because for some reason, if people don't feel that they've been informed, they get their heels dug in and will delay everything. So it might be painful for you to inform this much, but I'm telling you as a manifester, inform even more than you think you need to. I'd almost rather have someone say to me, "Oh, you already told me that 12 times," than not at all. And they almost are never aware of it. But if I haven't informed them, they are actually really nasty about moving forward. So that has been my experience. Not saying it's going to be yours, but it's one of those things, like the kindest, sweetest, gentlest people will be like nasty out of nowhere if I've not informed them properly. So inform as much as you can as a manifester. And then people will stay nice to you and things will move through without misunderstandings and delays. So generators. And I would love to hear, actually, before we move on to generators, I would love to hear from those of you that are manifestors, emotional manifestors, or splenic manifestors, even heart-centered manifestors. I'd love to hear how this works for you. Like share with us, more on what's working for you, because I cannot get enough of hearing all the different unique strategies around informing and getting better and better at it. Okay, so now let's move on to generators. So generators have sustainable energy and excel when responding to opportunities. So the more things that generators have to respond to, so the more things that have been initiated around them, they get so happy. And I love watching it. Like I have so many so many of my good girlfriends are generators, and it's so amazing to watch and observe how excited they get about doing more stuff. When I'm looking at them like, oh, I am exhausted. Like, seriously? But they get more and more excited when it's something that aligns with them. I am just in awe of it. It's a beautiful thing. So, to save time as a generator, follow your excitement, engage in tasks that genuinely excite you. This will keep you in that sort of high vibe energy and your productivity consistent. That is why you are called a generator. You generate consistent energy. So keep it in that flow, and more will happen. It's like a buzz, like, woo, let's go. It's exciting. And I don't know, it's a beautiful thing that I do love to watch. So you want to respond, but don't initiate. Like wait for opportunities to come to you. If you are trying to initiate things out of thin air, these are exhausting for you. Now, if you have something that comes to you that you're actually going to be the one that births it, you need to look at this of the sense that like you are actually responding to something you don't have to go out and kick the doors in, right? Like you don't have to do that. You get to wait to respond. And if you want to initiate things more often, grab a friend that is a manifester and work together, because you guys will create amazing things. That is a great, great flow of energy. So by doing it this way, when you wait for opportunities to come to you instead of trying to initiate, this reduces wasted effort and aligns your work with your energy flow. I will tell you, as a manifester, there is nothing that is more irritating to me. And I think I pick up on it so much because I have so many open centers, is when a generator is trying to initiate me. I want to turn into Maleficent, the dragon, and I am so angry. I want to burn it down. And it is because it's so not authentic. Like I never knew why it bothered me so much, but now I get it. So it's so funny. And you're exhausting yourself anyway, so it's not making you happy. So it just creates so much friction. So let things come to you. There's so many things right there for you. You don't have to waste your energy trying to initiate anything. All the stuff you're supposed to do will come to you. You just respond to what you love, and all will be well. So next, manifesting generators. Manifesting generators, they say it's a hybrid of manifestors and generators. I don't exactly agree with that. I say that manifesting generators are truly generators. They are here to respond. They're here to respond. They have an activated throat. So by speaking things out more, you're going to get more traction. I don't really think it's a hybrid because I think that confuses people. That's my biggest observation of people and humans that I've studied and what I see. The coolest thing ever about manifesting generators is multitasking. You guys are the multitaskers of the world. You're so good at this. So when the world says not to multitask, you can actually tell them to buzz off because you're really good at it. But you want to multitask wisely. Use your keen, spidey, amazing superpower senses of multitasking to be in alignment with the tasks that you're most excited about. So the more excited you are to do something, the more things that you can actually do. You're going to constantly start new things. You're going to do a lot of things at once. You're going to start in the middle and go back 2 steps and go to the end and start over. Like you're going to do this because that's what you do and it's okay. Now, when you're ready to do it in a way that is time saving, even more so, after you've tried something a few times, that's when you would bring it to a projector and invite them into the conversation to see if they have a way for you to do this where it's easier or simpler, right? After you've tested and you're tasting all these different things. That's when you invite a projector into the conversation and say, hey, I've been doing all this stuff and I really love it. So how can I make it easier? Where do you see that I'm wasting my time? That's when you ask them this. Such a beautiful thing. So amazing. So you want to multitask wisely. Use your superpower multitasking skills for good. You're going to like inform people of what you're doing, but you're going to informing in general for every type makes our communication better. Like me as a manifestor, I love being informed from my manifestor friends, from my generator friends, from my manifesting generator. The more we inform people what we're up to, the more opportunity you give us to help you. So you want to inform people of what you're working on and respond, right? Like here's what I'm working on. Here's what I'm working on. And you also want to respond. So respond to things that are coming at your way. And you're a like your superpower of being a manifesting generator is that you will have so much coming at you and you can respond to a multitude of things. And it's going to sometimes feel like you're initiating, but what you're really doing is you're taking something that was given to you that you're responding to, and you are manifesting at a higher frequency quicker. And that's why it feels that way, because you get to do more things. So just know that as you inform people, it creates this sort of balance with your your balance to all the things you're responding to. And then you're like almost taking something that already exists and making it better in some way. You're so hopefully, like, it's not like initiating from thin air. You're initiating from something that you're responding to. So that's the sort of difference that way. And inform others of your plans to keep things running smoothly. So it's okay if you don't want to do something anymore. Just inform people. It's okay. Like, you can own that about your energy, that you're going to do a lot of things, and a lot of things you're going to do in whatever order that you like to do them. When you get to the point that you want to save even more time, you can then ask a projector to come in and help you out to clean this up. If you want to save time on the front end, that's when you ask a manifester in the beginning to initiate stuff like, hey, like, what's the newest thing? Whatever. Just even in a conversation, it all comes out naturally. So it's a really cool way to save time. And it seems counterintuitive, but as a manifesting generator, you're going to do a lot of things. You're going to just hone in on your superhero powers of multitasking. And if you follow your strategy and authority of understanding what excites you and going after what's in alignment with you, you will get so much done. Like, manifesting generator blow me away. My husband and my son and one of my best friends that's a manifesting generator, like, I'm just like, huh? Like, they blow me away with how much they can do. But when they're not in the mood, it's like, nope, nothing. So follow that, because you don't have to be in the mood every day. Because when you are in the mood, it's wonderful. And when you're not, and you do need a little bit of rest or a break from all the stuff, take it. Absolutely take the break. So we're moving on to projectors. Projectors are natural guides and directors. They're like the cruise directors of this whole beautiful thing called life. So you want to wait for invitations. Focus on tasks where you've been recognized and invited. So when someone invites you in for your talents, your skills, your authority, your expertise, when you're recognized in that way, that is when you want to come in. This ensures that your efforts are valued and effective. This keeps you in the vibration of being appreciated and valued for your keen sense. You want to manage and delegate. So use your strengths in managing and directing others to delegate tasks efficiently. Like, you are very clear on what's going to make something more efficient. So delegate the things that are just too taxing and too energy draining. Delegate those to generators on your team that are excited to do it, and you will have the most amazing team. Like, you're using your keen sense of awareness and your spidey senses of how things can be more effective and efficient. And then when you get those things delegated to generators that that just love to do it, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, projectors, I always think it's best for you to come in and kind of be invited into the party for efficiency, and never feeling like you have to do it all, because that's really, really draining to your energy. Like, just because you can do something because you're brilliant doesn't mean that you should do it, because you will drain your energy and then not be able to be invited to be utilized the most effective and efficiently for your energy. So reflectors are highly attuned to their environment. So be very careful of the environment you're in. You pick up lots of external energy. So be aware and just operate from a place of awareness. To save time, you must take time to reflect before making any decisions. Give yourself time to reflect. This ensures that your actions are in harmony with your environment. And if you're in an environment that is not nurturing to your body, mind, and spirit, you want to get out of that environment and almost like decompress, let some of it shed, and then start taking the time to reflect. Again, you're going to sample lots of different things and you need to feel what's best for you. You assess and adapt. So regularly assessing your work environment and adapting your tasks to fit the current energy and dynamics. So your energy and dynamics are going to shift often as different transits come in. So again, be aware of the energy you're picking up, be aware of where you are making decisions from. You want to have enough time to make a decision that follows that lunar cycle. Like, I know it seems like a lot, but waiting for that lunar cycle to be in alignment when you have big decisions is actually going to save you a lot of time, money, and energy doing things off the cuff. Now, again, if you need to go shopping for an outfit, go. If you need to clean, do that. Like, these are for big, major decisions that this is where you're going to save time. So, if anyone has experimented with some of the things that we have been suggesting when it comes to using your human design, I would love to hear from you. If you have tips, tricks, strategies, things that you've used to save time while utilizing your human design chart, share them with us. Put them here in the comments where you're watching this podcast. Send them into us by email, share them on social, tag us. We want to hear more about what you're using your human design for to save time every day in both your life and business. So I have some actionable steps for you though. So here are some actionable steps to integrate your human design into your life and business to save you time every single week. So first is understand your human design type and its strengths. If you have not already had your chart done, it'll be in the show notes. Grab your chart. We have the opportunity for you to get your chart for free, or you can upgrade to a personal reading where we are going to be live together, or you can get an audio reading. So we have, different tiers. If you want to dive even deeper into clearly defining your human design type and all of your strengths. Next, you want to align your tasks with your natural energy flow. This is really great to have a friend work with you. And this is part of what we work with in our deep dive strategy sessions. So absolutely, if this is something you need help with, reach out. I would love to help you with that. And then next is delegate or defer tasks that don't align with your type, right? Like, I'm really great at initiating people into action. So meeting with me at the beginning to really clearly show you what your natural energy flow is, your type, that is a beautiful thing. As a manifestor, I help initiate you into action, and then you get to pick the areas that we would delegate, defer, that just don't align with you. Maybe there's stuff that you're doing that you don't even need to do anymore. Like, why are you doing it? And maybe no one else even needs to do it. It's just stop doing it and it's going to make your life better and no one's even going to care. But then there's other things. It's like a little thing that if you had one person on your team doing could save you like 20 hours a week or something. So there's so many of these little ways to save time and energy that I love diving into this even more. So then you want to reflect regularly. Oh, can I say that? You just want to reflect on a consistent basis and adapt your workflow as needed. Because sometimes you've been going about this all this time and it was working, but now there's like a breakdown and you keep doing the same thing. Like, we just need to fine tune that. And that's going to continue to help you save time. So you can see how using your human design chart can very much lead to greater efficiencies and time saving for both your business and your life. Um, Looking through this to embrace, like when you really dive in to really embodying your human design chart and all that it has, you're really embracing your unique blueprint and using it to let it guide you towards a more productive week, more like happiness, joy. Like you're operating from that place in both your work life and your home life. So it creates less stress, less cortisol, just more happiness. So, as always, I hope you found tremendous value in this episode. I would love, love, love if you can, before you jump off, give us a 5-star review right where you are tuning in. Share this episode with a friend. Comment, let us know the valuable insights you're taking away, how you're going to apply it. We are so grateful that you are here. And as always, we hope that you're having the most beyond amazing day. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend, reach out to us on social, and tag us. Let us know what's going on. And I will see you on the next one, friend. Take care.